I'm sure you have read the Rotary-gram as good Rotarians. So quickly, Gordon Williams is the Lamar University Television Studio Operations Manager and adjunct instructor for LUTV News. He is an award-winning content creator whose projects have been screened at over 70 film festivals and earned distribution deals from entities such as Amazon Video and Shorts International. He's a board member of the Boomtown Film Festival, Center for Culture and History of Southeast Texas and the Upper Gulf Coast, Southwest Alternate Media Project, Beaumont Heritage Society, and an advisor for the Jefferson County Historical Commission. In September of 2025, Gordon will begin serving as a board member on the Friends of the Texas Historical Commission for a 3-year term. Just to give you a good feel for his success, the Fade to Black Festival just recently awarded Gordon Williams the Best Director in Documentary Short category for Shankleville, A Love That Still Stands. Shankleville, A Love That Still Stands is a short documentary that chronicles the love story of an enslaved couple who built a community in East Texas, their descendants who celebrate their contributions, and the importance of their history. Previous productions, such as They Will Talk About Us, the Charlton-Pollard Story, and The Example, have also received acclaim. In 2023, Williams received special congressional recognition for his work from Texas Congressman Brian Babbitt. And if you still want to hear even more after he talks, Gordon, will be interviewed by our own John Rollins and featured on LU Moment. So you can go on the LU website and follow the link and you can listen to a podcast. So Gordon and I were just visiting when we came in and we realized that we've known each other for 25 years. So I am so happy to have Gordon here. Please help me welcome him.
Good afternoon. I would like to thank Dina Hughes for extending the invitation for me to speak at this meeting. I am honored and extremely grateful to be standing in front of you today. On the eve of Juneteenth, I look into this crowd and see many different hues. For me, when I say hues, I'm referring to a word that some ancient cultures use for God. For me, God is light. Since we are hue man, I look into this audience and see different shades of light, a divine spark of God in man and in woman. Darker hues, medium hues, and lighter hues. We are all a part of humanity. In 2021, the federal government designated Juneteenth as a national holiday. Some people were like, I don't know what June the 10th is, but I get a day off. Cool. But like this random holiday off in the middle of the week, if it's not connected to a Monday or a Friday and I can't get a 3-day weekend, what are we really doing? But to be honest, some of the darker did not know the meaning of Juneteenth. And my friends of a lighter hue, they had questions. Do I say Happy Juneteenth? I don't know if that really works, but I get it. Also, is there a Tyler Perry movie that I can watch to learn about this holiday? And my response was, not yet, that I'm aware of. So these people were asking questions because they wanted to learn. And also, if there was an opportunity to be invited to the cookout, why not? Everybody loves barbecue. But let's talk history for a second. The Emancipation Proclamation that ended the Civil War was signed on New Year's Day in 1863. Enslaved people were to become free-ish at that point in time. Ish, because the word of freedom was slow to travel across the country for a multitude of reasons. There were no iPhones, no telephones. Alexander Graham Bell was at least 13 years away from uttering the words, "Can you hear me now?" Information about enslaved people's freedom arrived on the shore of Galveston 2.5 years later. Major General Gordon Granger ordered the final enforcement decree of the Emancipation Proclamation in Texas on June 19, 1865. In conversations I've had with people, it's been expressed to me that some people can't wrap their head around the meaning of the holiday. To give context to that, I am in no way, shape, or means diminishing the past or history. But yet, since it's a lunch meeting, I want to make this celebratory just for a moment. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. At some point in our lives, we've been mistreated, insulted, not seen, not valued. It may be a boss or a colleague. It's abuse. It may be your children, possibly your partner, your husband, or your wife. It hurts, it is traumatic, and it may take you a long time to get over what you experience. So just imagine. In your eyes, you see the possibility of deliverance from your situation. The words, the energy, and the people that were shackles and chains that oppressed your spirit begin to break away. In our lives, I feel we have all experienced our own personal Juneteenth. That moment of resurrection after you were beat down by circumstances. You wanted to give up, you wanted to give in and quit. But it was those difficulties that built strength and resolve. So when I tell people that my colleagues and I make films in Southeast Texas, if I had $5 for every time I heard laughter, I could treat all of you to a dinner at Hearsay tonight. There's a notion that you can't be a filmmaker in Beaumont or the Golden Triangle. There were times where people were not supportive of our efforts. We had opposition. It was hard to get things accomplished. I am passionate about stating that you can create here and share your work everywhere. In 2016, my colleagues and I released a historical fiction short film titled The Example. This project was about the 1943 Beaumont race riot. This film premiered to over 350 people at the historic Jefferson Theater. In 2022, Elegante Productions, a student and staff-led crew, premiered a documentary named They Will Talk About Us, the Charlton-Pollard story, to an audience of over 350 people. These award-winning projects have screened at multiple festivals, nationally and internationally. The Example is currently on Amazon Prime. This short film and documentary has been presented as Beaumont's Black History and Moving Pictures to regional colleges and universities. This work is shown at Lamar University, Stephen F. Austin, Sam Houston State, Prairie View A&M, Texas State, Rice University, Louisiana State University, and the University of Central Oklahoma. In June 2023, because of this work, I received a special congressional commendation from U.S. Representative Brian Batt. In July 2024, these projects were added to the collection at the Black Film and Cinema Archive at Indiana University. The Black Film Center and Archive is the only archival repository in the world that is wholly dedicated to collecting, preserving, and making available historically and culturally significant film by and about Black people. Beaumont's Black History and Moving Pictures were received into the repository at the Terrell Historical Library in November 2024. This work, created in the Southeast Texas area, has allowed me to present at conferences such as the Alliance for Texas History, the East Texas Historical Association, the Southern Conference of African American Studies, and the Texas State Historical Association. The example brought a level of awareness to the 1943 Beaumont race riots. That awareness has led to the approval of a state historical marker about the event. It will go in downtown Beaumont, hopefully sometime in 2026. Our creative efforts have told the history and displayed the wealth of talent in the Golden Triangle to the world. That talent will be displayed tonight at the Houston Filmmakers Showcase at the River Oaks Theater. The example and several other short films that are connected to Southeast Texas are screening in the fourth largest city in the United States. Just imagine if I would have been oppressed by the sentiments of naysayers. I would not be in this moment celebrating my own personal Juneteenth. Connecting with humanity and witnessing an individual's heroic journey from rock bottom to the mountaintop allows you to understand this holiday. In some way, it is your story as well. It is all of our stories. So, if you are invited to the cookout and you're asked to bring paper plates, bring paper plates. Don't be offended. Also, make sure those are good, sturdy. Drink duty. Just bring the soda water and sweet tea. Nobody really likes unsweetened tea. Enjoy the vibes. Why not? Everybody loves barbecue. Thank you all for your time. Thank you.